Alright, Ethan, I'm back. I'm testing out my live so I can do some box breaks. I'm just seeing if this is going to end up as a good live. So, today I'm going to open up Road to Alexandria 2018, The Walking Dead trading cards. 10 packs, 1 hit per box. Hits include costume relics, autographs, and sketch cards. As you can see right there. Alright. Let's get into it. Dun, dun, dun. Got out of work just a little bit ago. I'm only doing weekends, but at least we're back. See what kind of hit we can get out of here. I've been getting all sorts of relics. But I'll check this out, and if this works good live, then I'm going to start doing box breaks for basketball. Because I'm going to start off my first box break with one of these. But we'll get into that later. I'm doing The Walking Dead. There's the one hit pack. I can already feel a huge, nice jersey patch. Hopefully it's numbered. Some kind of patch thing in there. I've been trying to get all these numbered cards because The Walking Dead's the shit. So I'm trying to get all these cards. What we got here? We got pack hunters. While scouting for new recruits, Aaron and Daryl spring a trap, and when they manage to escape, Aaron loses his backpack in the process. The trap had been set by a vicious, violent group who call themselves the Wolves, and after discovering the images of the peaceful community inside the bag, they came to Alexandria to try to destroy the tranquility by killing everyone inside. We got no sanctuary. Slowly noticing items around the terminus that clearly belong to this group, Rick grabs a member and demands to know where his people are. A shootout begins, and Rick and the others are forced down a series of alleyways towards train cars where they are surrounded, disarmed, and forced inside, where they find that the rest of the group have also been captured. Find us. Hold on, let me kind of focus that in a little better. There we go. Sasha believes that the rest of the group from the prison is dead and tries to convince Maggie and Bob to find somewhere to set up a camp in order to survive, but Maggie will not stop until she finds Glenn. When they come across signs leading to terminus, Maggie is insistent that Glenn would go there hoping to find her as well and uses Walker blood to leave a note for her husband. Glenn. Heck yeah. Final confrontation. While negotiations fail, the governor The governor decapitates Herschel, and the war of the prison begins. A tank blasts into the prison. Rick attacks the governor, and both sides begin to battle each other, and the walkers down by the noise, or are drawn by the noise, rather. Just as it seems the governor will kill Rick, Michonne slices her katana through the governor, and he is left to die as they run to find Carol and escape the horde. New love with the rust around it. This one's a little rust. Glenn is infatuated with Maggie from the moment they arrive on the farm, but he finds himself shy around the beautiful farm girl. While the two are supposed on a supply run to a local pharmacy, Maggie surprises Glenn when she proposes. They become intimate. It may have begun as a relationship of convenience, but Glenn and Maggie quickly fall in love. And I got a walker. Hold on. I always sleeve my walkers. That razor. So I always sleeve the walkers. Walker Hall of Fame, actually. A virus spreads throughout the residents of the prison that makes the eyes of some its victims bleed as they are dying. Rick and the group do not know how the origin of the virus, but the walkers, who are always pushing against the fences, have the same horrific bleeding eyes. Ew. Next pack. Oh, this pack's coming so easy, really. Oh, it's throwing easy too. Promise to keep in touch. Contagious. The threat of Negan. One by one, the people of Rick's group are captured and brought to a clearing in the woods to meet their leader, the Saviors. Negan is a charismatic and ruthless leader who commands the Saviors and all the other communities under their control through fear and intimidation. Rick is not an easy man to dominate, but Negan quickly proves how far he will go to force him into submission. Yeah. What do we got here? The farm with rust on it. Rick rushes the injured Carl to the farm, where he meets Herschel, who was a farmer and a veterinarian before the apocalypse. Herschel has been living quietly on the farm along with his wife, daughters Maggie and Beth, farmhand Otis and his wife Patricia, and best boyfriend Jimmy, who have been lucky enough not to experience the full extent of devastation in the apocalypse. Captured. I've seen that one before. Deanna Monroe. Dean was a natural leader of the small town Alexandria and knew that they would need people like Rick's group to continue to survive, unwillingly to go back down even while facing death. She spent her final moments courageously taking on walkers. C-15. Okay, let's see here. I just hit my smoke. Interrogation, which I've seen before. Ones I haven't seen, I'll read. If you want to hear that one, go to the other videos, right? Already occupied. Remember that one. Falling off the wagon. Going back for Merle. Hitching a ride to Atlanta. With a rust or something on it. Hoping to find gas for his patrol cruiser, Rick approaches a farmhouse. But once he looks inside the windows, he discovers a gruesome scene as the couple have chosen to escape the horrors of the apocalypse and left a note saying, "God forgive us." Unable to find the keys of their truck, he instead finds a horse on the property, and then he saddles up to continue his search of his family in Atlanta. Then we got Glenn and Maggie. Once Glenn and Maggie are together, their love for each other grows stronger every day. No matter what obstacle they face and how far apart they are separated, they find strength and joy in each other, even in a world full of devastation and death. Yeah, next pack. Let's see if we can get some numbered cards. I'm just going to read the cool ones, either the rust ones or the cool ones that I see fit. Because I've already read a lot of these before. The will comes tumbling down. The wall comes tumbling down. What had to be done? Welcome to the kingdom. Jesus takes Rick and the others to try to negotiate an alliance with the kingdom, a quiet community that is led by a theatrical man known as King Ezekiel. With his dramatic speech, axe-wielding henchman, and a pet tiger, the king may seem like an exaggerated caricature, but he is a kind and thoughtful leader of his people who believe in him and the community he has built. Searching for hope. Captured Bob is captured by a surviving terminus community who remove his leg and begin to cook and eat it while he is still alive. Bob is horrified in being consumed, but he begins to laugh maniacally as he explains that he has been bitten and they are eating tainted meat. We got Lori Grimes, C2. Still not a number card yet. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Fourth one up. This live is doing alright. Checking it out, you know what I mean? I'm just testing out my live stream so I can start doing box breaks. I do basketball box breaks. And Sweetie Walking Dead box breaks. I don't know how to get that though. Those have to be like personals. A whole new world. Rick. Inside job. Inside job. Confession. After Carol is forced to kill Lizzie for the safety of the group, she sits with Tyrese to make a difficult confession. Tyrese had been devastated after Karen's murder at the prison, and Carol admits that she did it to protect the prison population from the spread of the illness. With a better understanding of what has to be done in the apocalypse, Tyrese forgives her, but will never forget. Yeah. Farmer Rick with Rust on. Oh, what do we got here? It's a Sweet Walker Hall of Fame. I haven't seen that walker yet. I always leave my walkers. That's a nasty looking walker. Blood. Glenn is lowered down into the well to tie a rope around a walker that has fallen in so it can be dragged out before contaminating the drinking water. The group has him nearly pulled out when the heavy water splits open, dropping half of its body and intestines down into the well. Jesus. I didn't be very good at that at all. Oh, that's a nasty looking one. I remember that. Next pack. Actions. Negotiations. I've read that one before. Victory and loss. I've read that one. Experimenting. Terminus. The remaining members of Terminus are out for revenge after Rick and his group destroy the community they worked so hard to create and protect. They track the group to the church and take Bob prisoner and remove his leg. Bob reveals he has been bitten and they have eaten tainted meat. Angered, Rick sets a trap for Gareth and the other Terminants and swiftly executes them. Discovery in the barn. I'll put that one there just in case you want to pause it and read it. Oh, there's a blue one. I've never seen a blue one. I've only seen green and orange. What had to be done? Blue. That one's got to be numbered. Yeah, out of 50. 45 out of 50 in the world. Tara made a promise to the women in Oceanside that she would not reveal their location to anyone, but after coming home to Alexandria to the nightmare of Negan's rule, she tells Rick of the community and the arsenal they are hiding. The group initially asked the women to join the fight, but when they refuse, forcibly take the guns needed in a war against the Saviors. You believe that? Because it's blue. It's 45 out of 50 in the world ever made of blue ones. I'm getting hard cases in there. Start taking all the good cards out, put more good cards in. Yeah, I've seen green. I've never seen the blue. That's really cool. But it is. It's 45 out of 50 in the world. $45 out of 50 in the world, man. There's my first hit. There's my first Walker hit. Not my first Walking Dead hit. Factions. Atlanta. Atlanta enchantment. At the onset of the apocalypse, a small group of saviors gather and form a camp just outside Atlanta. Together they hunt, fight off walkers to survive together, and they become a family. You know what I'm saying? How did that get lit? Lit up a smoke. Lit up a smoke. Yep, Ethan Holland Bray. My count something. I don't know, so I can't do it on either now. But I will sell. I'm loading 40 all prism cards, automatically one auto, automatically one numbered card, both in there for probably $39.99. Because it'll be worth over $100 each one of them. I still got cards need to get rid of them. All right, next pack. Actually, I can't have it there. I got one numbered card in there. I still got the hit back. Oh, this looks weird. Waking up to a new world. What's this, number one? Oh my god, it is number one. I'll read it. Number one of the set. After being shot in the line of duty as sheriff's deputy, Rick wakes up in a coma, alone, confused, and begins to wander the halls of the hospital that have been overrun and devastated. As he approaches the set locked and chained doors leading to the cafeteria, he sees fingers trying to desperately to reach through, but he is unaware of the nightmare the world has become. Yeah. Medical supply run. On the road again. Life and death with the rust. When the group is attacked by walkers in the prison courtyard and separated, Lori, Carl, and Maggie find themselves trapped in a boiler room, with Lori in active labor, hemorrhaging. After some final tender words to her son, Maggie performs a C-section on Lori in order to save her baby. Captured. Daryl and Merle. After Rick's group rescues Maggie and Glenn from Woodbury, the governor feels that Merle has betrayed both him and the entire community. He captures Daryl and forces the two brothers to fight for their lives in the Walker Arena. And I got Tara Chandler. I got two of her autographs already, too. She's also on that blue card right there, which is out of 50 in the world with the blue. Blues are out of 50 in the world made. There's only 50 of those cards made in the whole world, and I got one out of this pack off eBay. Searching for Sophia. The wrong crowd. You can't go home again. Praying for a miracle with the rust on it. As the virus spreads and more members of the community are sent to the quarantine cell block of the prison, Herschel locks himself in with them to try to help. One by one, the sick begin dying and turning into walkers as Lizzie, Sasha, and Glenn fall ill. And with the conditions in the prison deteriorating and hope fading, Herschel takes a moment to pray. Capture Rick. The claimers had been chasing Rick since he killed one of their men, and when they finally find him on the road, they take his group hostage. Seeing Carl physically threatened, Rick rage boils over and viciously bites Joe's neck, ripping out his throat. Rage. Then we got Negan. Negan uses terror and violence in a sadistic rule over both saviors and the community. Rick and his group are not easily controlled, and Negan is unaware of the levels that will go to maintain safety and freedom. C10. Oh, two more packs in a hit pack, yeah. Two more packs in a hit pack, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Need some Hon brakes. Let me start putting out, hang out, man. I'll do some box brakes. Look at the flowers, Lizzie. Remember that part. Supposed to look hit off. Searching for Beth. Regretting an act of kindness. Betos. Just out of reach. With the rust on it. Glenn awakens from being knocked unconscious by the tank explosions. Desperate to find Maggie, he puts in a riot gear and begins working his way through the crowd of walkers that have overtaken the prison. Along the way, he finds Terry and enlists her to help to search for his wife. I just can't reach. Then I got Children's Laughter. I get a lot of that card. So much of that card. Last pack and then a hit pack. What do we got here? Lost Child. The City in Ruins. Amputation. Dwight's Trap with the rust on it. Blaming himself for her death, Daryl returns to the train tracks where Denise was killed to track down Dwight and the Savers for revenge. Michonne, Glenn, and Rosita follow him, fearing for his safety, but Dwight is also on a mission to capture the people of Alexandria, and when he is able to secure Michonne and Glenn, he uses them bait to trap Daryl as well. Captured. On their hunt to bring members of Rick's group to Negan, Dwight and the group's saviors capture Glenn and Michonne and tie them up in the woods. When Daryl comes out for them, Dwight surprises him from behind before shooting him in the shoulder and taking him prisoner as well. Huh. And we got Daryl Dixon. One of my favorites right there. Daryl Dixon. Alright, last pack, hit pack. I got one numbered card in there. Let's see what this one's going to be. Oh, this one's numbered too. I like the numbered cards out of the world. What could this one be? Jesus. Here's, oh, that's going to mess up. Sorry about that. It's going to be loud. Oh, okay. I've already got one of these, but it's green. The green one's out of like 50. Sanctuary for all, community for all. Those who arrive survive. Road to Alexandria, Tyrese. I've got the green Glen. Now I've got the rust, Tyrese. But it's 51 out of 99 in the world. So that's cool. The Walking Dead, congratulations. This Topps Road to Alexandria series features the Sanctuary signed patch from AMC's The Walking Dead, Tyrese Williams. Yeah. That wasn't a bad box. I got this one out of 99 in the world. And then I got this blue one, 45 out of 50 in the world. So not bad. Alright guys, go check this video. And if this video works and doesn't cut out and lag, then I'll start doing box breaks. If not, I'll take a little more and I'll figure it out. But check it out, HowlandBreakStore1.com. I'll start posting breaks up in there and cards for sale. And I'll see you guys in the